Are we ready? Hello everyone. Can you see me? Welcome to this live stream. If you can see me, it always takes a moment. Oh, there we go. Hello. I can see myself now. Welcome, welcome. If you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, you may notice that my hair is kind of different today. And that is for a very specific reason. Today I am going to be doing this live tutorial of a makeup look for Halloween. And you probably noticed, if you are watching the replay, you noticed the title, I'm sure. That is Zoya the Destroyer from G.L.O.W, which is the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling from Netflix this year. I know that it's not like a crazy popular show. I'm really not sure. I liked it a lot, and the makeup in it is very awesome. It's set in the 80s, so I got the big 80s hair going on, and this sort of wrestling shirt that's got like color blocked colors. Hello and welcome. But yeah, I'm gonna do the makeup look from Allison Brie's character. I think she's probably my favorite character, and it is surprisingly, oh, my cell phone is on here. Let me just turn that off. It's surprisingly easy. And you know what I forgot? I forgot my notes, but that's okay. Maybe I'll do it from memory. We'll see. So the first thing we're going to start with is the base, as usual. And I like to start with concealer. I don't currently have all of the products listed yet, but I will tell you what they are, and I will get to doing a listing once this is done. So my concealer right now is from G.L.O.W. They're a pretty good green beauty company, in my opinion. Their products are fairly high quality, which is pretty cool. This is almost done. I'm not sure if you can tell, but you can actually see right through it now. So I have very little left. I like it because it's kind of a peachy color, but I did recently order, and I think it's coming today or tomorrow, the RMS Uncover Up. Let me know if you've heard of that one. I'm excited to try it. I'm a little nervous too. I believe my sister has had it for a long time. If she still uses it, I'm not sure. I know that she liked it a lot, and she practically used it enough that it was almost like a foundation, because she's really into minimal makeup. Speaking of, my sister is coming for a visit. She's coming this Friday, and I'm so excited. And we might do some live sessions, the two of us, because we're so fun together. It's so awesome. And she also loves G.L.O.W, the show. Let me know if you've watched G.L.O.W, and if you haven't, why not? It's amazing. If only for the makeup. The characters are good. The story is pretty cool. I just like it a lot. I need a lot of cover up underneath my eye right about now. So I found that because this was a more peachy color, the G.L.O.W, it helped to cover those eye baggies that I have, but they still do peek out quite a bit. So like lately I've been like thinking that I want to try something else. So I'm wondering if the RMS will be better, and if it's not, I've also heard Hint Beauty, Hint with a Y instead of an I, if you haven't heard of them. People rave about their concealer, the Duet concealer. So maybe I'll try that. One of the big things I don't like about G.L.O.W is that even though they have good formulas, their shade ranges are really like limited quite a bit, in my opinion. But I'm hoping that the other two aren't like that. I didn't get a really good look at the whole entire shade range of RMS. I know that I went for the lightest Yeah, I don't think they have the best shade range, even at my end of the spectrum. I know that they had like quite a few lights, but they're all like warm bases, which doesn't really work for me because I don't know if you can tell by all the blue in my face, but I have cool toned undertones. And so I had to go for like the 00 just because it was the only one that was like pale that didn't say like warm undertones. Usually what I try and do is for most makeup lines, it seems that I kind of do like the second to lightest shade because the lightest shade is always a little bit too light for me. But if you're saying that it's like a warm undertone, I know it's not going to work for me, so that's frustrating. So I just set my eyes on the lid with powder. I do that as kind of my eye primer because I don't own an eye primer right now. And I find it's good, especially because I have like dry skin, but I have really oily eyelids. It's so weird. And then Hint Beauty, I don't know much about their shade range at all, so I can't really speak to that. I will have to do some investigating. Now, just basic, this is kind of just my everyday thing for foundation. This is from Zoya Organic, an Australian brand. Australian? Yes, made in Australia. Love this formulation, but again, it's like a little bit too light for me. So I mix it with this other G.L.O.W. Their shade range is ridiculous. It's just, there's like really 5 shades. So anyway, this is L3. It's a bit too dark for me, so I just mix that in a little bit to get to my perfect shade match. G.L.O.W and Zoya. They both pretty much have the same formula. I find they're both like medium, buildable to full, and they feel really light on the skin, which is nice. I enjoy that, personally. It's a little lighter than usual today. That's okay. And I think the Zoya Organics has a bit... Whoops, I have some concealer I didn't rub in. Yeah, this concealer is on its last legs. I can, like, feel it drying out of my skin. I gotta move on. Move on! But I will say the peachy undertone did help quite a bit, so I'm gonna have to remember that if other concealers don't work out for me. I'm kind of cheap, like really cheap. So I added squalene oil to that concealer to kind of get most of it out before I discovered the little tip of these two ones. You can take out they've got like a weird plastic sifter at the top, and if you take that out, you can really get in there, as you can see. I don't like this type of packaging because, like, the wand, I feel like it's going to harbor bacterium, and you dip it back in and stuff, so that's kind of awkward. But I don't know, like, the Hint and the RMS both are tubs, so we'll see how I feel about that, because then you, like, put your finger in it. Is that better or worse? What do you think? I guess I could scoop out of it. That might be good. I'm just using this oval brush. I just find it's really fast, and it works pretty well. It doesn't leave it streaky, although I find when I do this, it's more like a medium coverage, I would say. It's not bad, but you can still see my little eye bags. Burp, burp, burp. Burp, burp, burp. Alright, coffee break. Having coffee today. Somebody told me on one of my YouTube videos that I'm robotic lately. And I was thinking about it. But before I do that, I'm going to powder. I'm just trying to get rid of this. It's actually a L'Oreal powder. But you can kind of see that it's almost gone. I'm just working on the ends here. I'm one of those people that I have to get every last bit of makeup out before I move on to something else. Like, remember I was watching this video once. I think it was Green Beauty. I don't remember. It might have been just conventional beauty. Of this girl who was like talking about her makeup or whatever she was doing. She might have been doing a tutorial. I don't really remember. This was like a year or two ago. By the way, I do like my 80s hair. And did I just freeze there? Or saw myself freeze? Sorry about that. Anyways, she was going on about her makeup, and I think it actually was the RMS cover-up, or like something like that. And she like held it up to the camera, and it had like barely hit pan, like it was a tiny little circle. And she was like, "Oh, I'm done. I have to buy a new one." And I was like, "Are you crazy? That's like more than half the product left. What?" Now I'm all powdered on up. Nothing of importance. Blush. So today the blush I'm going to use is the 100% Pure Pink Plum. You could, like, this is pretty 80s look, so you could do like a really bright pink if you wanted. Like, I do have, I think it's Pure Nata. Is it Forever Summer? I think it is. Or Strawberry something. Strawberry Fields, maybe. It's like bright summery pink. Or even this brand, 100% Pure in Chiffon, I have, which is a pretty bright pink. But it looks like for this specific character, she doesn't really have that 80s bright pink look. Like, you're going to see with the eyes, it's a really exaggerated 80s eye look. But she's supposed to be like the villain in Glow, so it's not really soft, you know what I mean? So this is more of a plummy color. This is an e.l.f. foundation blurring brush, but I find for powdered blush it works really well. I like it. So you can kind of just do your blush the way you do. And kind of a darker one, darker shade. Should we talk about the show? Do you know much about the show? It's based on like this real 80s wrestling show that was all women. And what else can we say about it? It was fun. Okay. Now, just thinking which brush I want to use for. I have another oval brush, but this one is actually from Sappho Organics. Is that what they're called? I don't know. I'm going to do a contour. I've been using this. It's the Season to Season Glow Boosting Physicians Formula. This is the only one that's not organic wear, like the only product really from Physicians Formula that's like rated nicely on Think Dirty. I use Think Dirty all the time. And it is kind of, this is the light, it is kind of warm tonish looking, but like this one is actually surprisingly cool tone. And I was looking at, I have only one other contour that's like a matte. This is sparkly, that's the only thing. And that matte one, it's from some like random brand that I've never even seen before, but it is like an eco brand, but I'm not sure if they went out of business or something. I think it's from Australia. And it's actually really warm compared to this, which is crazy. Can you see it? Nope. My camera's being naughty, as usual. Anyways, so the thing about this is like, you can kind of go a little bit nuts with this to carve out sharp cheekbones and like sharp jaw. I'm trying to remember. I don't think Allison Brie really has like sharp features, does she? She looks young, which usually means like not. But maybe I'm wrong. I know for that makeup look. It's quite surprisingly sharp. So I'm going to do that. Anyway, yeah, the criticism on YouTubies that I was talking about. Yeah, I guess, like, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I used to get the opposite. I used to get people being like, oh my god, you're so immature and crazy acting on here, like, what is wrong with you? And now I'm getting the opposite. And, yeah, like, I could see where that's coming from. I used to do, like, a lot of hype music before I got online for video before, and I guess, like, I was living in Ontario, so I think I was happier. In general, I'm trying to make the best of my situation. And I don't know. I just have to be happier, I guess. Okay. Enough of that. Now, you can do a little highlight. I'm going to do a pretty subtle one. I've been using this a lot lately. It's the Antonym, I was going to say Anthropologie. Antonym Endless Summer Highlighter, certified organic. You can get this in Sephora, not in Sephora, but on Sephora.com and .ca in Canada. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, to be honest. I should check that out for you. And it's kind of like, you can see it's marbled pink and gold, and you can kind of swirl it together as a rose gold. I actually, even though I go on about having cool-toned skin, I actually like using just a little bit of the gold. And, like, if you build it up, you can kind of see the color coming through, which is kind of when it starts to look a little weird on me, but if I do it kind of that much, you can kind of see the sheen without crazy amounts of gold coming through, if you know what I mean. So I do enjoy that. So this look I was going to do on Facebook Live for this company that I work with sometimes, but I usually am on Mondays, and Monday they're in Canada, and yesterday everything was closed, including their office, because it was Canadian Thanksgiving. So I don't want you to miss out. My sister is texting me. Hello, Anna. Are you there? No, I think she's working or sleeping. Distracted. Okay, so the face is done. So, and the eyes are creasing already. This is what I'm telling you guys. Like, I have the oiliest eyelids of life. Why, eyelids? Why? So I'm just going to do a little more powder. Just a little trick from me to you. I actually have to get in the habit of, the other day I used this as well. It's from a brand called Amani. They're non-toxic, but they really market themselves more as like a vegan, cruelty-free brand, but I consider them green as well. And just a random brand. Anyways, this is called their Magic Sealer, which is pretty much an eye primer. I do not like that I just froze. I'm so sorry. There's not much I can do about that, to be honest. Ah! Froze again. Oh, there we go. I'm in the green. Okay, so that's done. I'm not going to use that. I am going to use this. This is from Brie Cosmetics, which I go on about a lot. They're an indie brand, really small, just on Etsy and her own, like it's one girl, on her own website. And this is Am I Laughing or Crying from the Gilmore Girls collection. So I've heard some people bitch about, not this brand in particular, but like indie Etsy brands, how the packaging is bad. But honestly, in this case, it's what's on the inside that counts, friends, because the colors are just so amazing. Like, I don't think any other green beauty brands really have this kind of color in them. I'm just trying to figure out which brush I want to use. I think I'm going to use this e.l.f. blending eye brush. So this is kind of a bright-ish pink, bright light pink, if that makes sense. And what I'm gonna do is just put it in the crease and kind of up to the brow bone, quite high, because the other day I was working on this look and I didn't do it as high and it wasn't as like impressive or 80s. So just right up there. And then kind of onto the upper lid too. And then out here, I'm going to flick it out into kind of like almost a winged shape to get that look, that iconic look. And I mean, you could do this kind of like just like that. Actually, that looks really good. You could even go farther if you want to, because this is a Halloween dramatic costume look. I mean, look at her colors, Bria's colors. Amazing. They are the best. And she's such a nice person, and I just like it all. I'm gonna just kind of blend the edges with this. This is Real Techniques. It's Deluxe Crease Blush, whatever. Amazing, amazing, amazing brush. I like that Real Techniques are cruelty-free. I like that they're synthetic, so they're vegan. And I like that they're affordable and they work so well for what they are. Okay, so you can see that crazy, crazy winged out reddy pink color. This color is perfect for this. I just need a little bit more on my lid there. There we go. Anyway, her prices, Brie prices are also really affordable. That's the other thing. Okay, there we go. Now, on top of that, oh, it looks so good. Should I do my other side first? Maybe I should. So let's go ahead and do that other side. That same brush. I'm just going to work on building it up there. Anyway, so let me know if you want silly stuff back. I used to do much sillier videos. I guess also, like, when I moved, I was like, I really want to do more professional looking videos, and I want the sound to be good and the picture to be good. So, I feel like I'm starting to achieve that. I still don't have the best equipment in the world because it's expensive. It's expensive. But I'm getting there, I believe. How's that wing look? Silence as we concentrate. This is such a fun costume, you guys. Let me know what you're going to be for Halloween. I'm actually not going to be this. I just really wanted to do this makeup look for you guys because I'm really into this TV series and the makeup is amazing. Who doesn't want to do 80s makeup? Is that just me? Am I crazy? Let me know. And also, I'm gonna be something really epic for Halloween that I've been waiting to do forever, and I am going to film a Green Beauty tutorial for that, but that's not going to be a live, it's going to be a static. And I'm like waiting for one more piece that should be coming in the mail tomorrow, and then I'll be ready. Alright, now that I've done that, on top of that, I'm going in with a brown. This is from Han, H-A-N, Skincare Cosmetics. These are really good eyeshadows, too. These are pressed. This one is the chocolate bronzed. They only have, like, 5, or maybe 6, and, like, really natural colors, like, neutral. Like, I have one other one that's, like, a beige, and it's, like, coconut something. Cool coconut, I think. No. Just my sister. Anyway, this one is a really sparkly brown, and what we're going to do is we're going to use it to deepen up that look we got going on. And this is a smaller e.l.f. brush, eye crease brush. That's really appropriate because it's going to be mostly in the crease there. And then you can flick it out as well. You could do, like, you could use a matte brown for this as well. Ooh, that's looking good on camera. Not gonna lie. This is a shimmery brown, but I feel like it works. By the way, that color from Brie, am I crying or laughing? Am I crying or laughing? It is from, I mean, well, I do want to say what it's from, but it's matte, by the way. It's from the Thanksgiving episode of one of the seasons. I want to say like 2, maybe even 1. No, it's definitely not the first season. Who loves Gilmore Girls? And the reason I know it's not from the first season is because in that episode, Suki is with Jackson and he like deep fries a turkey. And that's why she asked the question, because she's like a professional chef or whatever. Oh my gosh, I love that show too. Who else loves the Gilmore Girls? I mean, it's not a perfect show by any means, but it's just so much fun. And I actually haven't watched it in a while. I think the last time I watched it was before the, like, revival came out last year, which I was a little disappointed over. A lot of people were like, oh my god, I love it. And I'm like, you're not a true fan. Oh my gosh. I was just one of those people. Because it was just all... Do we want to get into this? It feels so long ago. And I don't think they're doing another one because I guess, like, the creator, Amy Sherman Palladino, has been, like, contracted by another network to do a new show. So I don't think she's gonna... Especially since, like, the whole thing that I didn't like about the revival was she basically rewrote the last season. Which, fair enough, like, she wasn't on the show anymore, and she was upset about that, so she wanted a redo or whatever, but it meant that it didn't make any sense. Like, it was like, she wrote Rory as a 22-year-old, but, like, Rory was a 32-year-old, so it made no sense. That's my take, anyway. That's my hot take. And she did say that she didn't watch the last season of the original run, so that's why some of it didn't make sense. Okay, so now I'm going in with a matte black. This is from Saint Cosmetics, and it's Hell Hath No Fury. This is a Canadian brand, and I've got like this EcoTools brush. It's a smudge brush, but I use these smudge brushes sometimes just for packing on color, and I'm going to do that right in the corner, and a little bit in the crease. And you can see that kind of shows more as a, like, gray almost sometimes, and then I'm going to blend it out. This is a Sappho crease brush, but I find it fluffy enough that it's good for blending. I gotta recreate all this on the other side too. Actually, I don't like how that's blending. I'm gonna go back to my real techniques. That's funny, sometimes I use that Sappho brush and it's fine. Well, it looks like it's the actual shadow. This makeup is not too hard, but it does take a little while. You know what I mean? what else should we talk about, you guys? What are you excited about? Halloween? What did you do? If you're Canadian and you had Thanksgiving, what did you do? It was just my fiance and I, because we can't go home to Ontario every 3 seconds, or he's from Halifax, so Ontario or Nova Scotia. Because this is the most ridiculous part of being a Canadian. It is actually cheaper to fly from Winnipeg to the Caribbean than it is from Winnipeg to, like, Toronto or Halifax. Can you believe that? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I just wanted to deepen this one a bit more. I'm not getting what I want here. How do my eye look? So, yeah, it was just the two of us. We have a lot of friends here, but they were kind of all like, they went off to visit family, or they had family here to spend time with them during this holiday. So we actually did a chicken, and we did it rotisserie style on our barbecue, which was actually amazing. We'd never tried that before, and it was really good, you guys. Like, it's not really worth it for us to buy a turkey. It's a bit silly. Even the small chicken that we had, well, small, like, we didn't have a 40-pound turkey, we had like a 5-pound chicken. Oof, that looks good, guys. I'm liking it. Oh, yeah. And, like, we have tons of leftovers. Alright, what's next? The underneath side, which I rarely do, but this is a dramatic look. It needs the underneath. Do I need more red over there? No, I think, okay. So, I'm going to start again with the black Hell Has No Fury. And this little no-name brush, which it's probably like a precision concealer brush, but I use it as like a pencil brush. So I'm just going to go like underneath the lashes there. Connect it. In a pretty thin line. Whew! Dramatic. And I'm making the makeup face. It's okay. Let me know if you've tried any of these brands, and if you have a favorite. You have to let me know. So that's done. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with the oh, it's getting towards that time of day. Chocolate bronze. And I dropped my brush. I will use a different brush, and I'm just going to buff that in a little bit. Actually, I want that for the other one. Let's go with this double-ended. I use the smudge brush, and this is a blend brush. Perfect. And I'm going to blend it together with that brown. Just soften it a bit. And then, dramatic, guys, dramatic. And then I'm going to take that red and a bigger blending brush. Let me see. And I'm going to buff that underneath in like a wider area. And kind of connect it to that wing there. And make the makeup face. And kind of connect it on this side too. This is the only problem with the loose powders, though. It's got, like, the sifter. So I gotta, like, you know, get some more out here. There we go. Much better. I've been using this color a lot. It's really good. I'm actually thinking that I might want to do like a look. It's like a dupe for a certain palette. So I need a sip of coffee. Oh, it looks so dramatic. So Urban Decay has all those like naked palettes, and they have like a naked heat palette that's like fairly new. And I'm pretty sure I have like all of the dupes for all of the colors that they have. But by like Green Beauty brands, and I'm pretty sure this is one of them. So I kind of want to do like a look that's like a dupe for a look that you could do with that palette, if that makes sense. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna beat you up. Alright. What's next? Next, I have this from Erin's Faces. It is called Fairy Dust. It is amazing. Amazing. It's like, it's loose glitter again, but it's loose powder rather, but it's like a gold glitter, which I can't even show you because the sun is too strong right now. And I have like this flat brush, eyeshadow C brush by e.l.f. And I'm going to put it in my lid, on my lid. You could do this with a red glitter if you wanted to really bring the look together. I just don't have a red glitter. And kind of on the inner part of the lid because I don't really want to cover that gray deepened part. But you can see it just makes it pop a little more. The look. And if it was red glitter, it would look amazing. I did find recently a company on Instagram where they make like eco glitter. That might actually be their name. They're based in the UK, so it might be hard for me to like get it here in Canada, but it looks really cool. Is this bugging you a lot, guys? Let me know. I'm not going to do anything about it yet because it's not blocking my face, but I might have to. I got windows right there. Alright, now for the liquid liner. This part is the hard part. I got the Zuzu Luxe liquid liner in Raven. It's one of the best. Ask anybody in Green Beauty. And we're not doing a winged eye, or a cat eye rather. We're just going to follow that straight line that I made with the eyeshadow. From like the lid upward. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Perfect. Isn't that awesome? No, don't mess with it. I'm like, I'll perfect it. No, I'm not the best with liquid liner. I'm not going to lie. I really want some gel liner from Evelyn Iona. Okay, I'm going to just quickly fix that. Those lines. Because they're bugging me, guys. Wrong way. Is that better? No, I still got so many blinds. There we go. Hopefully, oh yeah, I look okay. I'm just trying to see, because it's supposed to auto deal with my exposure. Oh yeah, that looks fine. This looks amazing. I like it. Okay. Let's try and do that on the other side, guys. I'm not totally confident I can. It's not as perfect, but it works. Oh yeah, it's okay. Alright, so I'm going to switch to my handy dandy little angle brush for the rest of it. Like, this does have a pretty nice tip in it. They call it a calligraphy tip, I think. It's not really, I don't think it's like felt, I don't know. But, and it was good for that for sure, but I like my angle one better. Ah, I froze. Sorry. Sorry, dudettes and dudes. So, I'm just going to put it on there. And what I'm going to do is just a really thin line across. Nothing crazy or dramatic, just a thin line. Whoops. You didn't hear me, did you? I made a little mistake, but you can't really see it. Anyways, I think that's what I like the best about this is that you can stamp it instead of dragging it. Less room for error. Oh, there we go. That's better. And I really just kept it like at the roots of my lashes. And I just have to connect it a little there. And then on the bottom, all you're going to do is take a pencil. I am almost done this. It's from 100% Pure. I want to try something else next. I think I want to try, maybe it would help if I turn my Wi-Fi off here. Let's see if that helps. I think I want to try the new Cure Weiss pencils or maybe something else. We'll see. So I'm just going to do this in my bottom waterline. Oh yeah, that looks good. And then I'm going to go ahead, and do that on the other side. That and the waterline thing. So with my angle brush, I really just pick it up from like the brush there. This formula is good, but I feel like the first one I had, this is the second one I had, the first one I had kind of like was more long stay or something. Long wear rather. Done. That was easy. How was that side easier than my other one? Oh well, that's how it goes sometimes with eyeliner. You never know. It's a cool look, guys. I like it. It's going to be even cooler once you see the lipstick, but we've got a few things to do before that. I think you could rock this look even if you just had like a bodysuit. Just do big hair like this, which is actually harder than it looks. The hair was like really hard. Like when you look at Allison Brie in like any photos, like she's got like this faux hawk in one, and she's got like these bangs that are like, they're so big. Such a fun show though. I gotta watch it again though, because I don't remember how it ends. You know what I'm excited about is Stranger Things. I'm red again. Wow, my connection is shitty today. What is going on, you guys? I don't know. It's really frustrating. Lashes first? Yes, lashes first. I have this. It's the 100% Pure Maracuja Oil Mascara in Black Tea. I'm not happy with it anymore. I've had it for a while, and the other day, like last week, I put it on my bottom lashes, which I won't do today, and like a few hours later, well, by the end of the day, it was all like smudged underneath my eyes. Was not happy, guys. I was not happy. I do like that it goes on wet, but honestly, it's not like the best mascara in the world in terms of what it does for your lashes either, and it's pretty darn pricey because 100% pure is pretty darn pricey lately. They used to be so good. I think, from what I remember, I think the original mascara, it's just like fruit pigmented mascara. I think that one was better. I think my next mascara is going to be the green one from Physicians Formula Organic Wear. I don't remember the name. But I've tried a lot of their mascaras, and I don't think I've tried that one. I had a really humiliating time with their Work It one, though. It's like pink, bright pink and bright yellow. And I wore it on like a rainy day in Toronto, and then I got on the subway after work. And everyone was like looking at me weird, and I didn't understand why. And then I went home. Oh, I forgot to curl them. Oh well. I went home and like looked in the mirror, and it was like, it looked like I had been crying. Embarrassing. Ugh. Anyway, now I'm gonna do my eyebrows, which are kind of interesting. Interesting. So, I'm just gonna wipe off my angled brush and use that. I need to get a separate angled brush for my brows, I think, so that this can just be my liquid liner brush. And I'm gonna use Eco Brow in Penelope. If you have something black, that was a weird sound. If you have like a black pomade, that might be even better. This is like a ashy brown, which is, it goes with like my natural brow color, but I'm just gonna build it up a lot more than I usually do to get, because she has like really crazy brows. So I'm just like going underneath, really heavy-handed as you can see. And ideally what you want to do is, like my arch is right there, when you get there you kind of want to go up, but I don't have much to cover up my brows, so I'm actually going to follow almost to the end and then go over. And then I do have a couple brow hairs there that I'm going to like try and conceal, but essentially that's what I'm going to do. And I'm kind of going to square it off a bit there and then really go for it. And that's probably going to be the end there. It's quite like sharp and tapered, if you know what I mean. So I'm just kind of like doing a triangular shape at the end there. Is that like the universal sign for like bad person? Sharp ass brows. I never do this. It's kind of fun actually to just go for it. Do like crazy brows. Because everyone's all like, Instagram brows, and I'm over here like, whoops. I'm like, oh, I don't want to go too crazy. I'll look like Oscar the Grouch or Groucho Marx. All of the above. Nobody likes that, but I do like this. I'm just going to brush through a little bit. There, just to soften that top edge. I look crazy. Oh. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of concealer on those, that little bit of brow hairs that I got going on there. really difficult to conceal brow hairs. So afterwards I'm going to use like a eyeshadow to help me with that. But for now I'm going to do the other brow. And again, just going to start here and like square it off and then go underneath. Try and shape that. Why am I curving it? Silly. Intense. I'm also trying to kind of even out my brows because they're very uneven, which I totally failed at. Oh my gosh, it looks so funny. This is so funny, you guys. I would definitely go for a pomade for this, by the way. Because a pencil is just not going to cut it, in my opinion. In my opinion. It's more brow. This end is just not more brow. There we go. I actually, like, sometimes when you're watching TV or a movie or whatever, and they've, like, done some movie makeup to, like, shape brows, you can even, like, see sometimes that, like, tail of the natural brow. It's quite funny. You could, if you really wanted to, you could, like, go for the arch and up and, like, use that glue stick trick to, really block out your brows. But I just wanted to do like the easy version for those of you who need an easy Halloween costume. And I'm just going in with some concealer here. You can still pretty much see my brows, so that's the only problem. Oh, that's a bit better actually. And then that's all done. To cover that even more, I have another Saint Cosmetics product. It is this Angel Eyes. It's just like a beige-ish type of a color that I'm just going to go underneath. And it's going to be like a highlight as well. My goodness, those brow hairs do not want to go bye-bye. There's so few of them too, that's the funny part. Like, it looks like a little bump in the camera, like right there, but it's honestly like 5 hairs. It's really funny. Anyway, you get the point. I'm not going to pluck them out or anything. That would be a disaster. Okay. And then you could set your brows with like a brow gel. Come back, connection, come back. And this is from Jane Iredale. It's like the Pure Brow Eye Gel. You can just sweep it through. Where did my brush go? I tossed it, apparently. This, I think I have the blonde. I think I have the wrong color for me, honestly. But it does work for setting, so that's good. Now comes the scary part. Lashes. Where are my lashes at? I have these. Oh, I was gonna cut them. I just found out this new, like, hot tip, guys, hot tip. Where, like, to make it easier to apply false lashes, you, like, can cut them. I didn't cut them down to size either. This is a disaster, you guys. And I'm just gonna curl them a bit. I used to do this all the time. Back when I used to use lashes a lot more. I'm just getting back into them. Oh my goodness, I think my fiance's on. Oh, it's not a bad size, actually. Alright. We're gonna try this. I am not good at lashes. Okay, so this is from True-Glue. It's their lash glue. They have a new black one, which is amazing. And I like this lash glue a lot. It smells like geraniums. My stomach just made a noise. So, yeah, I'm just brushing it on. It's got a little brush applicator, which is cute. And then I'm going to wait a full minute for it to dry, which I find just works better for me. 1 minute. And after this, I got lips, and then I'm done. And I hope you like it, guys. Zoya, the Destroyer. It's really not going to come together until I have the lip look on. Then you're going to see how amazing it looks. The lips are really different from what I usually do, and I like it a lot. Waiting. This is when I should have checked my messages. Instead of being rude a few minutes ago and just checking for the heck of it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. This is my problem, guys. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to the joys of live. You can see when I mess up my lashes. Well, I mean, it's on there. It's just that this corner, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like lifting up. Is it even on my skin anymore? I don't know. Because it's like, I didn't curl them long enough. And I feel like my eyes are like round, more round than most people. Actually, that's not bad now. These are pretty subtle lashes too. I don't know if you can even see them that much. They're not making that much of a difference. But let's keep going. Go on to the next one. This one I will curl a bit more on my finger. Yeah, like I can't really see that much of a difference, honestly. We shall see, guys. We shall see. I'm just curling it as I wait for the feed to come back. This is the first time I've had like tons of problems with my live feed. Okay. Now it's time for the Trail Glue. Here we go, brushing it on. Okay. Now we wait a full minute. This actually hasn't been that bad, like just over an hour. If you didn't do the lashes, it would probably be an hour. Big head is hair. I got my silliness back. Let me know if you like these live tutorials, if you would rather just like a shorter one. I don't know, I like them because like the shorter ones, when you watch them, I feel like you have to pause them so much when you're doing your own hair. This is very much like the show. Oh, there we go. The wait is over. Okay, I think I'm just going to do this with my hands. It seems to like work better for me. Yep. So much better. Then we wait. Oh shoot. Guys. I gotta do the cutting trick, I think. Look at that, that's ridiculous. I'm so bad at lashes. Just why I don't wear them every day. Okay, I kind of corrected it. That's okay. And now, let's just ignore that disaster and move on to lips. So this is from Bella Pierre Cosmetics, which is a like natural, I think they're more marketed as like vegan, cruelty-free. And I think they're from the UK. They're really big in the UK. I found this at a Winners, which is like the Canadian version of like TJ Maxx or TK Maxx if you're in the UK. And I was pretty stoked to find it. It has a pretty strong smell. That's the only thing I find. Like, I don't feel that that's natural, but whatever. We're gonna work with it. And it is a gold color called Fierce. And we're gonna put that all over the lips. Ha! It's pretty darn creamy, even though it's like straight up metallic. Oh, that looks so cool, actually, just on its own. But that is not the last step. That's the trick. Not get lipstick on your teeth. And then we're gonna do some like lip contouring with a black eyeshadow, like Hell Hath No Fury. Actually, if you know Richwell Feet, super cool green beauty brand. They have like the cream pigments. The one in Eclipse, which is a black. This would work. That would work perfectly for this. But this is with what we have, and we have an e.l.f. smudge brush. And what I'm gonna do is just dip that in to the black and just go like do around the corners. Like so. Actually, this gold is like showing up coppery. Still pretty cool. And you really just want that gold kind of in the middle. And then what you can do with that, I'm actually going to take this lip brush. Actually, it's called a concealer brush, but I use it as a lip brush. And you're just going to want to work with that black and gold and kind of blend them together a bit along the edge. Not the edge of your lips, but like the edge of the black. It's more gold in my life. Actually, yeah. Oh, I got black on my face. Look at that. If that happens to you, you can always like clean it up with concealer. And like clean up your edges with concealer. What I'm trying to do is get kind of an ombre effect into the middle. But I feel like I'm making a mess instead. I feel like this looked better when I did it the other day. There we go. Yeah. It looks so different in real life than on camera. It's getting there though. Oh yeah, that looks better. There we go. There. Now you can kind of see the effect that's like, come back, feed. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see the effect now where it's like an ombre black to gold. So with that, we are finally finished the Zoya the Destroyer look. And again, like, you can curl your hair really small and then kind of tease it a bit. I also kind of put it in this thing because I felt like just down it was way too modern looking. It wasn't like 80s enough. So it is. Are you ready to rumble? Oh, that's the wrong wrestling franchise, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you did. I'm going to go on, and once I stop this stream, I'm going to add all the products that I used to the list and where you can find them. So look below for that. And I will see you again soon. Later this week, I have my big Halloween tutorial coming, and then throughout the month I'll have a couple others. I think on Facebook Live I have a few in mind that I want to do, so look for that too. And come back, feed, so I can say goodbye. I hope you have a good day, and I'm gonna say goodbye because this feed is awful. Anyway, see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.